If you guys looking to pick yourself up some cheap Microsoft points, PSN codes or anything like that to stock up for FIFA 16, then check out g2a.com. They're also great for cheap PC games and other great stuff, so check the link down below and use TGC free for a discount. If you guys haven't decided what is the foot store for you, then trust me when I say this is literally the foot store for you. So when you click the link down below, don't forget to use Kurt10 to get 10% off all of your orders. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new episode of confirmed transfers for FIFA 16. Today we have a absolutely jam-packed episode with some crazy big signings for a lot of the top teams in England. There's some really big signings throughout the top 5 leagues. So before we get stuck into it, what I do want to say is if you guys could smash 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. Who do you guys think will be the best summer transfer? Comment that down below. And also if it is your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We smashed 100k last week. Let's keep it going. But anyway, first up, we have one of many Juve inclusions in this episode, and that is Sandro. The guy is signed for 21 million from Porto. I feel like it hasn't really been reported, and I think it's a really big signing. I think it's left back where Juve have kind of missed out on lately. I mean, they played Evra there last year. He could have had a better season, and it's going to be really fun to have a good left back in Serie A for foot as well. Anyway, next up we have Mario Balotelli. The guy's finally gone back to Italy. He's gone on loan to AC Milan. Now, he obviously had a horrendous time at Liverpool, and you can completely understand why they got rid of him, but apparently Liverpool are still having to pay 50% of his wages, are getting no fee for the loan, and also are getting no obligation to buy at the end of the loan. Really stupid deal in my opinion. Now, this episode is full of loan deals. There's so many loan deals going on, but now we have a really odd one, which is part of the Florian Thauvin, I'm not sure how you say his name, but he's gone to Newcastle for 12 mil, who you'll see later on. But part of the deal is Remy Cabella going back to Marseille for, going to Marseille on loan as part of the deal. It's odd because I really rate Cabella, but obviously McLaren doesn't see a future for him at the club. Next up we have Juan Cuadrado, the guy once again on loan, going to Juve. Another Juve inclusion. I think he'll be very good for Juve. If they give him first team football and actually start him and give him a chance, they'll show what he could have done at Chelsea. I don't know why Mourinho refuses to give all these new wingers chances, but Cuadrado, like Salah and many others, will probably be fantastic now that he's left Chelsea, and hopefully he can get a permanent move away from them at the end of the year. Next up we have Alen Halilovic. This guy is a Barca wonder kid, and I thought it was just interesting to include this one. He's gone to Real Sporting de Gijón, who I think have just been promoted to the Liga BBVA, so big congrats to him if he has got a Liga BBVA move. It'll be good for him to get first team football, and a Croatian, a very solid player. It could be interesting to see how maybe one day he could become a big player at Barca. Next up we have Pedro. Obviously everyone's seen this move. He got a goal and assist at the weekend. 21.4 million they paid for him. A pretty good signing, to be honest. I think there's some more like add-ons and clauses that can bump up a bit more, but I think that's a very good signing indeed for Chelsea. He has the potential to be a top signing, and already he's massively contributed to 3 points, because without his goal and his assist they would not have got the 3 points against West Brom at the weekend. Next up we have Otamendi, another big BPL signing, 28.5 million. I think that's a top signing for City. I really rate Otamendi from what I've seen of him and from obviously all the stuff that people rave about him in the BBVA. Looks like he's going to be very good, and it's just what City needed. Finally, they've bought a big centre-back in a position where really, I mean, they paid a lot for Mangala and it just was a bit of a liability. So I think Otamendi will do a very good job with company at the back. Next up we have Antonio Rudiger. I kind of include this guy just for FIFA reasons. Obviously he played in the Bundesliga last season. He's going on loan to Roma, which is going to be interesting. He's such an OP centre-back on the game, so to have him at Roma will be a lot of fun. An extra Serie A player, and also that German link will make it so fun for Serie A and Bundesliga hybrids. I mean, the fact the guy has got 80 pace, even if he's silver, he will be amazing in most squads. Next up we have Thauvin, or Torvin. I don't know how you say this guy's name. I'm just going to go with Thauvin. Like I said, he was part of the Cabella deal. Cabella was part of his deal. And he's already had a ridiculous impact in the Capital One Cup win where they won 4-1 over Northampton. He scored and then assisted the 3 other goals. Absolutely ridiculous start for him. And for Newcastle's sake, hopefully he has a good season. They kind of needed Cabella to step up and be amazing last year, and he wasn't, so maybe he will. Next up we have Eduardo Vargas. He's off to Hoffenheim. Of course, he's Napoli owned. He was at QPR last year, but he's been bought by Hoffenheim for 4 million. I personally rate that deal. I think he's a good little player, and I do think that he will have a good time in the Bundesliga. He had a fantastic time time with Chile over the summer, and I think he's going to have just as good time in the Bundesliga. If they play him regularly and stick him as a striker, then it's going to be fantastic, and for 4 million, great deal. And last but most certainly not least, I thought it'd be interesting to include this one. Arsenal wonder kid from America, such Germany, like he's kind of a bit of a jet setter. He can play for whoever he wants, but he's gone on loan to Rangers. I think it's going to be a good little decision there. Needs to get first team football rather than sitting in Arsenal's youth squad. And it's nice to see Arsenal send a bunch of their players out on loan for once. They don't normally do it, and this season we've got about 9 or 10 out on loan already, so that's good news indeed. But that, boys, is the end of this episode. Remember to smash that like button. Thanks again for all the support on recent videos. It's been absolutely amazing. Views and likes are constantly rocketing up, so I love you guys for it. Thanks again for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.